Fantasy Studio, baby. Yeah, 2013. Got a little Rakim playing in the background. Casualties of War. Some of you guys know I'm a little bit politically active on Facebook, just about that much. And you know, this is one of the ways we can all get together and have a little fun. We got a lot of problems going on out here, and as you probably well know. But we'll jump right into it back here again for the matchups. I'm going to try to keep it between 10 and 15 minutes. I don't want to eat up too much of your time every week. I already know you put some time into the league. And just for anybody who's new to the league, who's unfamiliar with the Yahoo, I'm just going to go over the headers right at the top of the homepage. Under league, you'll find everything. Let's see, we'll just go over here. Probably can't see too good, but you can do it, you know, at home at your leisure. You got the overview, messages, email, league, managers, roster, transactions, trading block, record, dues, scoring, a league pick'em. I recommend everybody do the league pick'em just because it's fun. Matt Jackson, I saw you posted that. It was a little too late to have everybody get their money in. Maybe we'll try that again next year. But under my team, you got your roster, your player updates, anybody you want to tag, put on your watch list to watch from week to week and see how they're doing, see if they're available, your team log and team edit info, then you got your matchups. Under players, you'll find the players list, your keepers, any injury reports, NFL roster changers, the can't cut list. And then under research, which is very handy, you'll find transaction trends and who's hot. Very useful to find out who's going to be performing good week to week. Then you got your MVPs, season pass from Road to World, which is I think costs money, fantasy points against, and some updates from Twitter. Then you have Draft Central, which basically goes over if you have any questions, you know, you can't remember what round you drafted who or who drafted what player, you can always go there and check. And then during the games, you can always pop on live stat tracker, and it'll live update your scoring as well as a bunch of other things. So we got our first matchup pulled here, which is Rowdy Roethlisberger's and Nilla Nation, two highest projected teams. Rowdy Roethlisberger's myself, 770-104, 832-66. We're both relying heavily on the strategy of return men, which has kind of proven successful in this league last year. Authored by yours truly, I kind of came up with that. But I mean, there's a lot of ways to score points in this league, and return men are just one of them. It's kind of a 50-50 strategy because it can blow up in your face real quick. They're always projected high, but they don't always get the projected points. Sometimes in a really big way. You'll get like 6 points when you just projected for 40. So I picked myself to win this. He has his quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, going to San Francisco, tough defense. Matt Ryan might put up big numbers for me, but I'm looking for something big from RG3. And I think Tom Brady's going to have an explosion on Buffalo. So, and then he's got he swooped up a lot of return men. Jones from Baltimore, Tavon Austin is a decent rookie receiver, supposedly. Then he's got Marcus Stigman, Darius Raynaud, Ted Gibb Jr., Brandon Pettigrew, Dexter McCluster, another return man, Matt Ryan, decent bench. He's got a good defense. He had the #1 draft, so I mean he's the definite favorite. They're picking him 61% to 39%. So I'm bucking the trend a little bit with picking myself, but I think I have some veteran players looking to come through. Frank Gore, Danny Woodhead, and like I said, the immaculate Tom Brady. I also have a lot of return men going. I picked up Devin Hester off waivers. This new guy, we'll bring him up here. What's his name? Damaris Johnson from kick returner from Philadelphia. Supposed to be real fast. Let's pop back into the matchup. If I feel like I'm going on too long, I'll just make a third set if we can only get through 4. And then next time I make a video, we won't be doing the introductions. We'll just be doing straight matchups. So it'll go a lot quicker next time. Probably only be 2 segments. So. And then I picked up Leotis McKelvin, who Terrafin Station had last year. He scored a lot of points, hoping for another big performance. I kept Chicago's defense. He's got San Fran's defense. So he's got Aaron Rodgers going against San Fran's defense. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out for him. And I think I have a little sneak move at the end that I'm not going to tell anybody about, that I'm not going to employ until very, very late tomorrow. To try to neutralize some of his players. So I'm not going to say anything more about that, but I don't know. We'll see. This is a measuring stick right here, the 2 highest projected teams in the league, and we're going to see if this is a big flop with us trying to run these return men, a lot of return men, or if it's going to prove to come up big. So we'll see what happens. We'll go back to matchups here. So I'm drinking to myself. I'm feeling I'm running long, so next matchup is Nillan Please and Mega Man 9. Wait on that to load. Yeah, I'll probably end up just making a third segment, so. Nilla Please, defending champ, who I picked, and then we got Mega Man 9, who did okay last year. He doesn't run with the second quarterback. He likes to run with that a lot of receivers. I'm in his league too. He's the commissioner of the league, and he loves his receivers. So you know that's the way he wants to play it. But he was coming on strong at the end of last season. So I'm looking for big things maybe from him this year. It's a Peyton Manning, Carson Palmer matchup at the top. Then looks like Nilla Please, he's projected for 638, Mega Man 9 at 545. So JD has a sizable projection on him, but anything can happen. So we'll see what happens. Alshon Jeffrey, Jason Avant, Santana Moss, Ray Rice, Alfred Morris. He's got Steven Jackson in Atlanta. We'll see what he does. LeGarrette Blount, he might have a resurgent season. JD has a nice team. He's got a lot of good running backs. So we'll see what happens. And then he's also got Colin Kaepernick down there. And I heard some trade rumors about him trading Kaepernick to Bloodhounds for some receivers. So we'll see what happens with that. Keep my ear to the ground. But defense, as always, I mean, who knows what happens with the defense. If you got some return men, it looks like, who is this here? Mega Man 9 has at least one good return man there. Darius Webb, not sure about, I don't see any return men, I don't think, for Nilla Please. Then we got Mike Wallace, Chris Johnson, Vincent Jackson, Roddy White, Carson Palmer, Miles Austin, Isaac Redman, who's just been named the starter for Pittsburgh, Cordero Patterson, the exciting rookie, and then Baltimore's defense, we'll see what they can do. And it looks like Mega Man 9 has a pretty decent squad. I wish he would pick up maybe another quarterback. Maybe he's waiting on the second half to see if somebody gets injured. We'll see what happens. Now I'm going Nilla Please, drinking a JD. Going Dandy Boys and Granddaddy Pert. 619.82 to 628.3 for Dandy Boys. I did pick Dandy Boys, newcomer to the league. Had a nice draft. Russell Wilson, Eric Decker, Bolton, Arian Foster, Reggie Bush, Giovanni Bernard, who he's high on. He's a Cincinnati fan. He's got Eifert as well, so he's got a tough team. Then he just picked up Blaine Gabbert. He was over here looking for some advice, so I was like, yeah, go ahead and pick him up, man. He's gonna score. He's gonna score you some points. He's projected for 70 points, so we'll see what happens. Just as much as Whedon for Granddaddy Perps has Matt Schaub, Reggie Wayne, Dwayne Bowe, Jimmy Graham, Riley Cooper, a little bit controversial Riley Cooper this year. Then it goes, where's the defenses here? Arizona and Miami, two middle of the road Ds. Dan Bailey versus Sturgis for Miami's kickers, so we'll see what happens. I just went on the gut on that one. Sorry, Granddaddy Perps. I think Dandy Boys has you this week, so I'm going to drink to Dandy Boy. And matchup number 4, I feel like I'm running long. Bloodhound and Grizzly Turtle. Bloodhound's coming back. Ooh. And he's projected to win his first week back after a year. He probably feels like Mike Vick up in fucking prison for a year. Just, you know, he's ready to rage on some fantasy competition because he knows we take this league seriously. So I did pick him this week. He's projected 616 to 593. He's got Sam Bradford, Dez Bryant, Danny Amendola, the new Wes Welker, Antonio Brown does the little cha-cha. Then he's got Matt Forte, exciting rookie Eddie Lacy, who we might want to keep for next year. Emmanuel Sanders, Tony Gonzalez, Vic Ballard, Mark Ingram. He's got a real nice team, needs a second quarterback, but he'll get one. He'll get one. He's projected 52 to 48%. So it's going to be a close one. And then for Grizzly Turtle, he's got Ryan Tannehill, Calvin Johnson, Randall Cobb, Pierre Garcon, David Wilson, Rashard Mendenhall, who's in Arizona now, Vernon Davis, who's probably going to be resurgent this year after a little more time with Kaepernick, Cecil Shorts, Balil Powell, and anybody else to note there? Blair Walsh. He's got Tampa Bay's defense. I think he's just going to fall up a little bit short this week. He got a second quarterback too. No, he's not playing a second quarterback, so definitely not a good strategy in this league. Always want to try to pick up a second quarterback if you can, or a beast player at that super flex position, I like to call it. So that's it for the matchups. I think I'm running long, so I'm going to stop it here. Drinking 2 Bloodhounds. Good to have you back, Bloodhounds.